How's it going, everyone? My name is Hayley and welcome back to Set to Hike. Today we are going to be talking about some of the benefits of these guys, trekking poles. Now you may be a bit skeptical about using trekking poles, wondering are they really worth it? Do they really make much difference? Or maybe you've always had the perception that trekking poles are only for people with knee problems. So I'm not here to tell you that you should get them, but we're going to be highlighting some of the benefits that come with using them. So in no particular order, number 1, a shock absorber. So this is the number one reason why I myself use hiking poles. In the same way that running is a high impact activity on your joints, so is hiking. Especially when you've got weight on your back, you're going over uneven surfaces, you're going uphill and downhill. Hiking poles are going to engage your arms and your shoulders. You're going to have another point of contact with the ground, and they're going to help share the load of that impact, ultimately reducing the stress on your joints. So over the course of the day, you might notice a difference, you might not, but over the course of 10 years, you're going to thank yourself. Number 2, balance. This one pretty much explains itself, but when you're going over those river crossings, or loose rocks, or slippery gravel, hiking poles are going to help you keep balance and provide that little bit of extra support that you might need in those tricky situations. Number 3, emergency aid. So hopefully you'll never find yourself in this situation, but maybe you get bitten by a snake or you sprain your ankle. You could use your hiking pole as a splint or even a crutch. Yes, you could use a stick, but you might not always be in the immediate vicinity to find a stick, whereas a hiking pole would literally be in your hand. Number 4, improve circulation. Have you ever been hiking and looked down at your hands and noticed that your hands have become quite puffy? This is basically the fluid pooling up in your hands. Using hiking poles will help keep that movement going, keep that blood flowing, and help with circulation. Another way you can help this is whenever you have a break, you can stop and swing your arms up around your head. Number 5, helps keep pace. You will definitely notice this if you use hiking poles, particularly if you're going on long stretches where it's flat or there's nothing exciting to look at. You'll find that you get a rhythm going by using hiking poles, and I think this could be particularly helpful to certain types of people when they need that little bit of an extra boost to keep them going. Number 6, a shelter or tent poles. I was amazed the day that I found out they specifically designed tents to be pitched using your hiking poles as opposed to tent poles. My new one-man tent uses this method, and it's great. You don't have to carry tent poles, you shave a tiny bit of weight, and a piece of hiking gear becomes multi-purpose. Number 7, a selfie stick. I know what you're thinking, are selfie sticks still a thing? I'm going to leave you to answer that question, but they literally design a thing called a stick pick, and that slides onto the end of your trekking pole, and it has a thread on it so you can attach a camera. I have something similar here. This is not designed for hiking, but it's just so you can get a little bit of a visual reference on what that looks like. Certain trekking poles also have a thread built into the top of the handle, so if selfies are your thing, then maybe a trekking pole can provide you with an extra angle. Number 8, a machete. So we are not literally going to be using hiking poles as a machete, but something that I find myself doing is I will use my trekking pole to sort of lean a bush out of the way as I go through in one seamless motion, particularly if the track is a little bit overgrown. And because I wear shorts a lot of the time, it's going to help a little bit with getting scratches to my legs. Number 9, posture. So we've all probably experienced this at one stage. We're hiking without hiking poles, we're going up a steep hill, and we put our hands on our thighs to help us get up. When we do this, we tend to lean forward, and if we've got a heavy pack on, it might put unnecessary pressure on our back. So by using hiking poles, it's going to help us keep upright, it's going to keep our chest up, and help with our posture. So coming to you from the trail, I've just thought of 2 bonus tips that I've used my poles for on this particular trip that I haven't really used them for in the past. And one is to clear the spiderwebs. There have been ginormous spiderwebs that go right from one side of the track to the other, so you can't really squeeze past it. So I've used my pole to get one end of the spiderweb and try and pull it back and join it to a tree on the other side of the track, so I don't completely destroy its web. And the other thing that I've used poles for on this trip is I've recently seen like 3 snakes in the space of a few minutes, and because it's just me here, I'm sort of using my poles to bang on the ground in front of me to try and create a bit more vibration, just because the track is really quite skinny and I keep seeing them right off the edge of the track, so
couple of bonus tips for you.
So there you have it, 9 benefits of using hiking poles. I don't take hiking poles on day hikes, but when I'm going on an overnight hike or multi-day hikes, I do not leave home without them. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.